this party started. We got the crown, we got the chain, and the band's got the music pumping. All the fine ladies in the house, let me hear you scream and shout. I'ma show y'all a good time tonight. It's time to work it out. Let me hear you say, party, party time, baby. Everybody's going a little crazy. Party, party time, baby. Everybody get up. If you wanna dance with me, baby. If you wanna have some fun, pretty lady. If you wanna turn up and get crazy, it's alright, 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 alright with me. If you wanna dance with me, baby. If you wanna have some fun, pretty lady. If you wanna turn up and get crazy, it's alright, 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 alright with me. Everybody saying now, party, party time, baby. Everybody's going a little crazy. Party, party time, baby. Everybody get party, party time, baby. When I woke up early this morning, all I wanted to do was party. I wanted to be early 'cause I can be the one to get started. It doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you bring some drinks. 'Cause after we take some shots, you may wanna get with me. Let me hear you say, party, party time, baby. Everybody's going a little crazy. Party, party time, baby. Everybody get up. Round about 10 o'clock, it's time to get this party started. We got the crown, we got the chain, and the band's got the music pumping. All the fine ladies in the house, let me hear you scream and shout. I'ma show y'all a good time tonight. It's time to work it out. Let me hear you say, party, party time, baby. Everybody's going a little crazy. Party, party time, baby. Everybody get up. If you wanna dance with me, baby. If you wanna have some fun, pretty lady. If you wanna turn up and get crazy, it's alright, 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 alright with me. If you wanna dance with me, baby. If you wanna have some fun, pretty lady. If you wanna turn up and get crazy, it's alright,
What's good, everybody? It's your boy TJE, and we got Mr. Carlson Jameson on, also DJ Beezy Beats. We about to head over to DJ and see what he got going on. What you got going on, Beats? All right, y'all. That's DJ Beezy Beats, and I'm TJE. Thank y'all so much for joining us for Jazzy Hump Day, where we come to y'all on a Wednesday and check in with our family and our friends. Definitely appreciate y'all tonight. We have a special guest, Mr. Buff Dillard, will be with us tonight. But before that, I just want to get you all to know that hey, it's February, it's a new month, baby. We celebrating Black History Month, of course, and celebrating everybody that is blazing a trail, has blazed a trail, is still blazing a trail. And we just want to connect with you all today. Man, hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful hump day today. So, hope you got your drink with you. Hope you got your wings with you. Whatever. I had a little bit of wings. Let me bring my bro CJ Sticks on. CJ, you here, man? I'm gonna bring you on real quick. I got CJ Sticks in the
Yeah,
booth.
man.
What's up, man?
What's going on, yo?
Chilling, man. I had me some of that smoking wings
What's
today,
going on,
man.
everybody?
What you grub on today, man?
What did I get that? Chicken salad and some tuna salad mixed together.
Chicken salad, tuna salad, man. It must have been some pretty good chicken salad,
Yeah,
huh? Did you make it? Now, I don't know
home,
if y'all know this, but CJ
it's
Sticks
homemade
is
just
a
like grandma.
chef. This man right here is a chef, and he can cook you a mean plate. Me, not so much, but he is. He's out the chain. What's up, Rocky?
For us to cook your plate.
How you doing today? Thank you for chiming in. What you say? What you say, Cos?
Cook your plate for a small fee.
For a small fee. All right. Only as a true chef would, baby. Most definitely, man. Well, we want to tell y'all what shows we have before we bring our special guest up. You can see us live on February the 20th. We'll be at Rubens on the Parkway in Greer, South Carolina. So check us out. Saturday, February the 20th. We'll be at Rubens on the Parkway in in Greer, South Carolina. Look out also for a couple new tracks that we have coming out. We have the URL down here, jazzytrinity.bandcamp.com. So if you can, go there and check out what we have going on. I actually just put out a little track for January, man. Let's see, it's a new year, yeah, and I'm still here, yeah. It's a new year, yeah, and I'm still here. It's a brand new day. And I'm glad to be here to say he has brought me from a mighty long way. So it's a gospel track, man. And I know if I put my boy Buff on there, man, he'd have killed it. Most definitely, most definitely. So tell the peoples, man, what you been up to, bro.
Not a whole lot. Just been laying low. Trying to work on making sure we get this. I'm really looking forward to these next 2 weeks of performing. Um,
Most definitely,
pretty
man.
much it.
Most definitely, yes. We definitely gonna be out, and for Valentine's Day with a young lady named Ashley. I think Ashley Brown. So I'm looking forward to her on Valentine's weekend that Saturday, man. But anyway, y'all check us out on Rubens on the Parkway. We definitely appreciate it. And jazz is it's an African art form that we want you all to understand. I was just looking up the term of jazz, man, and it's a Afro art form that something that we can definitely call our own, and it's great to be able to think back and understand the jazz art form and all that it entails. And so I'm so excited to bring up our next guest who we're gonna talk to, and he has a great track record. And from what I read, he's played along on the stage with Boney James. He's played on the same stages as Marcus Anderson, and he's paved the way for a lot of cats that's out here right now. A lot of things that guys are trying to do right now. He's been there and done that, and so we're very excited about tonight's guest that he would come on with us and be with us. And we just had a great conversation last night. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna bring up my main man, Mr. Buff Bone Jazz Dillard. Y'all give it up for my man, Mr. Buff. What's going on, Chief? I gotta give you a round of applause, man.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. When our brother come on, we give our brother a round of applause. That's right. What you been up to, brother?
I like that. I like that. Hey, man, working hard, man. We're trying to get this album done before spring. I don't put it out there now. That's the only thing about when you put stuff out there. Everybody started looking for it. If you look, what's going to happen?
That's right. That's right,
Your
man.
name going to be trash.
That's right. That's right, man. We definitely looking forward to it. I'm ready. I'm ready to play some of that stuff right now. We're gonna get to that, man. And I just want you to tell everybody. You know, I'm in South Carolina. I'm in Greenville, and you were telling me how last night how you have a history with Greenville, and so just if you can tell everybody where you're from or where you come from, where you grew up, and everything, that would be awesome.
Okay. Well, yeah, it all started in Greenville, uh, South Carolina. My parents are from Greenville, South Carolina. I was born there and then moved to Anderson, South Carolina, and from there to Deering, Georgia, Thompson, Georgia, and then Charlotte, North Carolina for about 8 years before moving to Philly.
Wow.
Now, yeah, moved around a lot. My father was a minister. First, he was a musician, and then becoming a minister, the organization moves around a lot.
Right. Right, cause yeah, I met you through Ben, who was your cousin. Me and Ben go to church together at St.
Right.
Mark and Taylor's, and he was telling me, man, I have a cousin that plays a
Okay.
mean trombone, and I was like, man, I'm gonna meet your cousin one day, man. You know, and then so I was watching some videos, and so the first, and you know, you mentioned your dad. The first video I actually saw of you was when you were celebrating your dad's life, and y'all were doing a procession.
Yeah,
And you was playing for him, man. Can you
yeah,
tell us a little bit
yeah.
about, you know, how he influenced your life?
Very much, very much. Uh, Pop didn't really want to go into music as a career because of his experiences. But no, time changed. People changed. The industry changed tremendously. And once he saw that I had a passion to do it, um, he accepted it. And he was just proud of me. He always talked about how proud of he was of me stepping out on faith to make this thing work. And he was just there all the time, always listening to the music, critiquing the music, and pushing me to go forward and continue to do great works and touch the gift of music. So he was a great inspiration, a great inspiration. You know, that procession was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. The hardest thing I've ever had to do, but uh, I just had to suck it up and give tribute.
Right, and I remember you were telling me how um, it really that story and your whole experience, how it actually went from you telling me how you actually went from not wanting to really do anything to how it empowered you to do what it is that you're doing
Right.
now. Like what I mean, I guess so. What what type of impact or what type of impact do you want to have? What type of stamp do you want to have on this generation?
You know, It's just pretty much the same thing everybody else says that's in the music industry when they're giving, how can I say it, encouragement to the next generation and future generation. Do what you love. Put everything you have, everything you got in it. It has to be passionate. There was a very good friend of mine that passed away during COVID, like probably 4 days before my father crossed over, and she used to tell me all the time. She came to every show. I don't care where it was, Atlanta, you name it, she was around. And she said, "Buff, you play with so much passion. I can feel it from the stage." So we adapted that slogan, "Feel my passion." It's on the t-shirts and everything else that we have. But that's what it's all about. If you're not passionate about it, whatever it is that you do, it's not going to last. It's just not going to last. You'll lose interest, and all kind of things, negative vibes will set in to defeat you. So you have to have a passion for it, and that's the main thing I tell musicians and uh, the youth today that I constantly work with. You have to have a passion for whatever you do.
Yeah, man, I definitely can agree to that. Being that I'm in the education field and I work with kids all the time, and that's what you really, people say it can't, it can't be taught, but you really have to be really, it's a good practice to train yourself to understand that is more mind over matter. You know,
Right,
you
right,
gotta
right.
have the
It
will
is.
to want to do what you're trying to accomplish, and it's not easy all the time. Definitely. What's going on,
No,
Miss Rose Lady Edmond? We got Miss Rose Lady Edmond in here.
Rose lady.
Yeah.
Hey, Rose.
Yes, you know that. Yes, Rose must be in your network, isn't she?
She is. She is a very awesome person. Promoter, fan. She has her own feed out there, and she promotes artists all the time. She loves music, and I'm just glad that we crossed paths. It's a good thing.
Most definitely, brother. I definitely appreciate it. Let's talk
It's a
about
good
these
thing.
musicians, man. You were telling me about some musicians around here, Marcus Anderson. Tell us a little bit about how you met
Yeah.
Marcus Anderson, it, yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, bro.
Okay. Yeah. As we were speaking last night. We were talking about how the first, I guess it was the first jazz band that here in this area was called Anointed Jazz, and we used to travel to different churches and do church banquets and stuff like that. You have a lot of, uh, as they call them, church folk don't like coming out to the restaurants and enjoying smooth jazz, this, that, and other. So we did nothing but gospel jazz, and I was invited to what I believe it was Marcus's home church in Sunburg to open for Miss Helen Baylor, who's needs no introduction. Everybody should know who Helen Baylor is. Uh, and I think it was Marcus's mom that came to my dressing room and asked if he could play on stage with me that night. And I'm sure she brought him back. We met, uh, and I didn't even just introduce him to the audience on stage, and the rest is history. We became very good friends. It was a young Marcus. I was oh man, but Marcus was in high school, I want to say, if not junior in college or something like that. And he blazed. I knew the first time I heard him on stage, when I allowed him to come up, that he was going to be great, and that he is. He became that he is today. Uh, so yeah, that was interesting. Very interesting.
For everybody that may not know, Marcus Anderson played with Prince, and everybody else
Uh,
in that circle that that's all I have to say is Prince. It's pretty much that's all he needs.
uh, that's all he needs. That's all you got to say. But he's an awesome musician. I like to give musicians their accolades. He got a lot of projects. He had maybe two or three projects. I know I have one of the major projects. Every one of them are great productions. So I want to look him up. check him out on YouTube, marcusanderson.com, and check that brother out. And yeah,
But that's the main thing. Like, we look up to this guy now, and you was like, you didn't say. I don't think you said it to the audience like you said it to me. when he first met you,
yeah,
how he was like, man, I got to get on stage, please.
yeah, yeah. He was wanting to get on. He wanted to get up there and do his thing. Uh, he was really excited that I was there and was able to get up there and do his thing, for his home church and the guests. It was a packed house. Angela Christie, you don't hear much about her anymore, but she's a sax player. She was actually on that ticket as well, and so it was an opportunity for him to showcase his gift and his talents, and it just worked out wonderfully.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So I do want to ask you one more question, and I'm right now I'm 29, and I don't know if you want to share how old you
What?
are. Yeah.
Man, 29. I thought you was like 22.
Yeah, I want to stay that way, man. That's good. That's
Life
good.
is good.
Yeah, man. So, what I want to ask is, if you had to give your former self advice, because I talk to older musicians a lot, and those who have been around just around for a while, and if you had to give yourself advice, like your younger self advice, what would you tell your younger self?
There's one thing I wish I had done, and that is to follow my heart and my spirit earlier on in life instead of feeling like listen to other people saying that I couldn't do it, you're not going to do it. You're definitely playing the wrong instrument, and uh, just stepping out there and just going for it, man. Just going for it. Uh, it took a dream, man. I just without getting too deep, but I don't want to get too deep for the audience. But I'm a visionary, and I have dreams and visions that remind me of some of the characters in the biblical times. Um, and I see things, and then I act upon it. I kept seeing myself on stage in a black suit. Uh, I mean, very detailed. White hanky, got the black and white wingtips, and all the lights were coming down, and I was playing to this massive audience, and but there was no band. There was no. I could hear the music. When I turned around, there was no band around me. Um, but what I heard, I got. I don't know. I just got fed up. I felt filled up over the sound and decided to put together some musicians to produce this sound live and was able to do that. It took in coffee shops and from coffee shops to churches, banquets, that type thing. From there to major venues like Spirit Square in Charlotte or the Knights Theater. We was doing dinner clubs and theaters, and I was like, man, this thing is growing. I achieved what I dreamt, but it didn't stop there. The next thing I know, I was on festivals and travel. Some of the hot spots I hit is Alabama. Have a band there, musicians there in Maryland, Upper Marlboro. Have a band of musicians there. Atlanta, Stockbridge, here in Charlotte. Um, we built a couple of times, but it wasn't jumping like some of the other cities. So I waited on invitations. Uh, but it came true. Long story short, it came true. I was able to see that over a period of time. I'm just grateful. If I had to tell my younger self something, that would be, hey, no hesitation, have faith, jump out there. You can't lose what you don't already have, and you don't already have it because you hadn't tried. I'll let it hear me.
Holla. Yes, sir. I hear you, man. Amen, brother. I hear you. I hear you,
Okay,
brother.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
that
sir.
would be it.
Yeah, man, I
That would be
appreciate
it,
it. Well, we're
man.
gonna play some of your music now. We want to thank everybody that is on. If you're watching the comments here, we're asking you to text yes in the comments. We're going to send somebody a track from Buff Dillard. We're gonna send you all his new track. He wanted to send a special someone an early Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna give you a free track from the that's not even released yet. You'll be the first to get it right here.
You be the first to get it, yes. So we're gonna play while I am queuing that up. Make sure that you text yes in the comments. All you have to do is text yes in the comments. We're gonna talk about you know what? Let's play this other track that you did in 2015 and
Okay.
tell us about that track before I play it. The one the step come verse.
Oh, step. We did. You know what? I hope I sent you the right one. You just said something. Um, it should be a full track. You see the minutes on it. Anybody that would like to hear it, you
Yeah, it
see the
should be.
minutes on it,
Yeah, it
TJ?
should be a full. It's yeah, it's 4 minutes.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's hot. That was hot. I think that's the hottest track I've ever produced. Actually, on that track, I know everybody knows Frankie Beverly and Mays. Uh, Frankie's drummer, uh, we call him Coon. He actually played on that track for me. He did the drums on that track, so that pocket is real, real tight. It's featuring Sean Shablik Richardson out of Charlotte, North Carolina, who's another jazz. Well, I can't call him even smooth jazz. Sean, what did he call his music? It's I can't remember what it is. It's jazz, more like a funk fusion kind of thing that he hip hop. He's another awesome musician that we called upon to do the sax part on this with me. We collaborated, but it was produced for steppers. At the time, stepping was hot in the clubs and the lounges. Every time you turn around, someone was doing Chicago, New York, Louisiana, all kind of steppers out there. So I produced a track for them. And if you go to YouTube and type Buff Dillard Step STEP, then you will see some of the steppers that were in Charlotte at a nightclub that would get together every Sunday night, and they love this song. Enjoy it. Step.
All right, y'all. This is step right here. We're gonna play this one right here. This is in 2015. Y'all check this out. Here we go. Yeah, man. Y'all jamming, man. I like that.
That's Mel Gray on
That's
bass too,
funky.
man. Mel Gray goes way back. He's played with Donald Lawrence and John P. Key. Not the same time I was with
Yeah,
Pastor John P. Key, but way before I came along. Yeah, that dude,
yeah,
he's a beast. You can tell that song is bass
yeah,
driven.
yeah, yeah. It is. I love it.
Yeah, that's CJ Stacy. If he say he like it, it must be pretty good.
Oh,
You hear him
I
in the
thought I heard him
background?
back there.
You hear him in the background?
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you.
Being the drummer of the band, that's my go. Like if it's locked in from start to finish, I mean,
That's the
bam,
key.
yes, sir. And I want to ask you real quick, one question, real quick. You
Yes, sir.
mentioned how most of younger musicians look up to you, but I want to know. I'm sure the audience wants to know too. Who were your influences? Growing up. Like for me, I hear a
Um,
little bit of Fred Wesley in you, because since that was a little funky right there, I hear a little Fred. I hear a little
yeah,
Fred in you, a little bit.
yeah. Well, what I did, this gonna shock a lot of people. I've said this before, but not enough in the interviews for people to remember. Um, I don't listen to trombonists. Uh, Bone jazz. The question hadn't been asked yet, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. Bone jazz is the musical instrument voicing of a human voice. I play various um genres, style. I've played. I started out playing second line in church. Uh, Second line jazz to big band jazz. When I moved to Philadelphia, I was introduced to Count Basie. Lord rest his soul. One of the best that ever done it. If you look up Count Basie, he's played with everybody in the industry and great recordings, great award winning musician and conductor. I was able to play with him, and that gave me the big band experience. Um, Played with Pieces of a Dream, that we graduated from the same high school. Those cats came out of Martin Luther King. Yeah, they came out of Martin Luther King, Stanton and Haynes in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Probably they were they were 2 years ahead of me, but they would always come back and be a part of the music program. So when I was introduced to smooth jazz, um, it caught my heart, and I was inspired by them as well. But most of my inspiration comes from my family. My father, who played with James Brown, Tina Turner, Otis Redding before becoming a minister, and just lost him last year to COVID. But the memory and the choked up. Everything lives on inside of me that was inside of him. I see it every day now, more so prevalent than I did when he was here on this side with us. Um,
Yes, sir.
his baby brother, Daniel Dillard, toured with Peabo Bryson, his musical career. And after touring with Peabo Bryson, when Gladys Knight, I don't know if anybody remember, but Gladys Knight went solo and from the Pips for a little while. He was her stage director, stage manager. And so he went from there to working with Comcast. Now he's retired from Comcast, but he inspired me because he played the trombone. My dad played the sax, but Uncle Daniel played the trombone, and to see him be able to manipulate that horn and hit high notes to lower register like this was amazing to me. Um, and there's another brother, Uncle Moses Dillard. If you look him up, he's a two-time Grammy Award winner. He's passed away as well. Um, but thank you. He uh, got two Grammys for writing for Teddy Pendergrass and Al Green. But he
Yeah,
had his own
I knew that name sounded familiar.
those names, those yeah, but they all originated right down there in South Carolina. People Bryson, they all originated right down there in the Greenville Malden area. So I was around music. I've been around music all my life, and born into it with that gift of the ear, the magical ear, we like to call it, and then learning to read a little bit. I started out playing drums. I had been playing the trombone, but I wasn't playing it professionally. I started out playing drums. From drums in the trombone, I went to upright bass in the orchestra. From the upright bass, the plan was to convert to electric bass. And when I moved to Philly, they had like 3 drummers, awesome drummers, had 3 bass players on the jazz band, awesome. So I sat in the back of the class for about a year, not telling the conductor that that I played trombone. And this is the same conductor that taught Pieces of a Dream, those guys, Curtis and guys. And so one day I picked up the horn. You know how you in band and you messing around with all the instruments, and then the teacher walk in and then you're in trouble. I picked up the trombone and I was, riffing, and he heard it, and the rest is history. Next thing I knew, he had me in newspapers. I was playing at the state capitol. I was on television, and I just took that and built off of that. I was having fun. I mean, it wasn't even paid. I was just having fun, bro. But that's how bone jazz got started. And to this day, if I listen to any horn players, I love Rick Braun. He's a brassist. He's a trumpeter. In fact, in my repertoire, I have a few of his songs. He's just smooth. Everything that bone jazz was invented to be, he's doing it on the trumpet. So I just started listening to him. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember my favorite sax player. And I'm sitting here, I listen to him all the time. I don't know why. His daughter just came out with an album, and she started singing jazz. Selena. What is wrong? I don't know. It eludes me. I cannot think. Albright. Albright is my favorite sax player. Yep. Gerald. And I listen to Nick. I know Nick Corleone. We've been on the same stage with Nick Corleone. I listen to Peter White. I've been on the same stage with Peter White. Alex Bouillon is another one. So yeah, man, the list goes on, but I very seldom listen to a whole lot of horns. I listen to voices and mimic the voices in the music.
We gotta get to this. We gotta get to this next track. We gotta get to the next track. It's 9:52.
I enjoy everything you've done.
Go ahead, G.
And wish you much more success to your
Thank
movement.
you.
This is not a style. This is a movement.
Thank you so much.
On the bone jazz. I love it.
Thank you. It means so much to hear that. Thank you so much. I'm humbled.
Tell us about this track, man. This 2020, 2021 track.
This 2021 is that thing, bruh. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't get that hype. Only the shows. It's called Born to Bone Jazz. This whole album was inspired by my father and his crossover. As I told you before, I said I was going to stop playing. I didn't feel it. I didn't hear the music anymore. Done. But this title track, I kept hearing the rhythm. Just kept hearing it. And so I called the brother from Columbia who produced most of the songs on this particular album by the name of Micah. And man, I mean, he laid down some of the basics that was written, and I put the bone on it. I don't think this one don't have vocals on it. I put some vocals on some of the other stuff, so you guys look forward to that. But yeah, I hope everybody like it. It's a funky tune. It'll make you dance.
All right, everybody. This is Born to Bone Jazz, and remember to text yes in the comments because we're gonna send this out unreleased to somebody tonight. A special somebody is an early Valentine's Day gift. TJ,
let me say this. My father, the song that I played seemed like it was 5 miles down that road in front of the horse and buggy and the carriage carrying his remains. The song was Born by the River, Sam Cooke. So that's where this title comes from. I was born to bone jazz. It's a style that you're not going to hear anywhere else. I prayed for that, and God blessed me to be able to produce it. So you get ready to hear some of it right now.
I ain't gonna give it all up. I ain't gonna give it all away. I know you were grooving. Hey man, that was beautiful, man. we we got a
Thank
winner.
you.
We're gonna send this out to. We're gonna send this out. We want everybody to get this, but we're definitely gonna send this out. Both are gonna send this out, and we got Miss Christina. Miss Christina, we're gonna
What?
send this out to you. You know Christina Jordan.
Yeah, she a big fan. She's a big fan. Real nice young lady. I'm glad she won.
Yes, Miss Christina, we got something coming to you. Got this track coming to you. I was born to bone jazz. She said you Miss Terrell says
Congratulations.
you can't help but groove to this one. I know that's right. I gotta figure out how to get these comments up here, but yeah, man, I know that's right.
Well, thank you. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm humbled. I am
Hey,
so
welcome.
humbled. And to see where the music has quit from since day one, um, It's phenomenal. It's crazy, and I couldn't have done it without great uh, fans, friends, and family, just inspiring me to keep it going. And purchasing the music. Um, this project is going to be probably the lowest price project that I've ever produced. We've already really make it affordable so people can have no problem going and downloading their favorite song or the whole album. So stay tuned. We'll be letting everybody know more information.
All right, guys. So we thank y'all so much for joining us. Signing off here is TJE. We got CJ Sticks in the green room as well. He's here, and we got Mr. Bone Jazz Buff Dillard. Thank y'all so much for being here, and we appreciate you guys. And y'all have a good night. All right, peace.